and agroforestry in Bidibidi in Yumbe district. This implies that all the other science, technology, engineering, and health science disciplines will be based on the current campus. The land on this current campus is insufficient to host all these disciplines effectively. Moreover, government agencies whose mandates are related to the mandates of the university associate and work with us a lot, and at most times would also like to share our resources, including land. This, in our opinion, is a good synergistic partnership approach that enhances output for improved service delivery. Furthermore, at the current growth trajectory, there isn't enough land for expansion, especially for the Faculty of Technoscience, that will house all the engineering and technology disciplines, computer science disciplines, and research and development infrastructure. Faculty of Health Sciences that requires laboratories, teaching hospital, and lecture facilities also need land. Faculty of Science spanning from physics, mathematics, chemistry, biology, biochemistry, geology, and space science will also need land. The current campus cannot allow for expansion. Our appeal to government is to allocate at least 50 acres of Barifa forest land to Muni University for expansion. Your Excellency, addressing myself to the graduates, dear graduates, I hope you are not only graduating with proficient skills in your respective areas of competence. Your education should build in you a heart full of compassion, a heart full of respect, resilience, tolerance, patience, tranquility, honesty, responsibility, accountability, quality, integrity, empathy, gratitude, and above all, a heart full of humility and fear of God. These values I have mentioned above are by no means exhaustive, but they are good pointers to which will make you good ambassadors of Muni University. We expect this achievement you are getting today to bear in you the fruit of personal bond with the rest of humanity, a sense of belonging and a sense of identity as rational human beings. Let humanity see value in you and be contented that you matter to everybody. As Saint Teresa of Calcutta once said, and I quote, "One of the greatest diseases is to be nobody to anybody." End of quote. Therefore, with your new qualification, be somebody to everybody. Dear graduates, you be graduates with a difference. A graduate with a heart for humanity. A graduate guided by the philosophical principle of altruism. A graduate who values life. It will be useless for you to possess excellent grades but remain cold, selfish, arrogant, proud, indifferent, corrupt, to mention but a few. Our expectation and needs of humanity you are looked at for. Remember that the only benefit of selfishness or being wrapped up in yourself produces a very small bundle. Therefore, try your best to always be altruistic. Do not get satisfied with what you have achieved now. Go for further studies and training so that through better knowledge and skills acquisition, you will serve humanity better. Your Excellency, in conclusion, once again, I take this opportunity to thank you. I take this opportunity to thank the President, the First Lady, and Minister of Education and Sports for responding positively to our needs as a university. I also thank all the dignitaries, all the invited guests here who have made it to this auspicious occasion. We congratulate our second Chancellor and our graduates of this day. May the Almighty God protect you and grant you eternal mercies as you return to your various destinations. I say all this for God and my country and transform my life. Thank you. I now take this honor to invite the chairperson of Muni University Council to address the congregation. Chairperson. Your Excellency, the President, Cabinet Ministers, and Ministers of State,
Members of Parliament,
religious and spiritual leaders present, resident district and city commissioners, the city mayor and district chairpersons, the Chancellor and our founding Chancellor, Muni University, the Vice Chancellor of Muni University, and other sister members of Muni University Council, management and staff of Muni University, the Guild President and her cabinet, graduates and students of Muni University, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Muni University and on my own behalf, I warmly welcome all of you to the Graduation Square, Muni University. At this moment, I want to remember our great founder, Vice Chancellor, Professor Christine. May we observe a moment of silence in remembrance of her. May her soul rest in eternal peace. Your Excellency, today marks a very unique date in the history of Muni University. For we are not only here to hold our 5th graduation, from which we present to the Uganda Human Resource Pool graduates in various disciplines, but we're also here to install and receive our second Chancellor, retired Archbishop Dr. Henry Luke Orombi. Allow me to extend another warm welcome to Bishop Dr. Henry Luke Orombi, the second Chancellor of Muni University. May we give him a warm welcome, the Muni way. I congratulate you, Doctor. In the same vein, allow me in a great way appreciate the invaluable role our founding Chancellor, Dr. Eric Adjiko, played in what we see as Muni University now. May God bless you, Doctor. Your Excellency, I'm happy to announce to you that since the first graduation ceremony held here in 2017, Muni University has achieved commendable progress on the objectives for which it was created. We are giving by today altogether 639 graduates in the basic and applied sciences to the Uganda Human Resource Pool by the end of this day. With the new Chancellor installed, Muni University will continue to strategically position itself to not only expand and deliver higher education and training scientists, but also to develop human resource appropriate for decentralized system of governance, to produce engineering, technology, and medical personnel appropriate for rural industrialization and development, and also to undertake basic applied research geared towards rural transformation. Your Excellency, in that line, Muni University has also developed human resources appropriate for decentralization system. The faculty and the students of Muni University will continue partnering with the 13 local governments of West Nile to address local governance issues through civic engagements for internships in various disciplines that will prepare our graduates to join the Uganda Human Resource Pool with the practical knowledge and experience of the work environment. Your Excellency, in line with what Muni University has set up, we have set up a consultancy service through which we have started training district personnel in some of the local governments within West Nile. Currently, we have trained in public finance management a number of district officials who have continuously come to Muni University for consultancy services. We also undertake basic applied research geared towards rural transformation. Your Excellency, our lecturers and students have done quite numerous research activities as mentioned by the Vice Chancellor. But among them, I wanted to list some of the few. We have what we call the Muni beans. This is a drought-resistant beans our team here have produced. It is going to be able to manage the drought we have in this country. So right now, our team is now doing the final research about these beans, and before that, we will release them to the population. Our VC also mentioned about the Muni honey, which is already in the market, and Your Excellency, we are going to make sure we organize part of this honey for you to taste how delicious Muni honey is. Your Excellency, our students have also invented a traffic light technology. This has been produced by students of Muni University. Very soon we are going to go to the city and ask for a road where we'll install this traffic light. If it works very well, which we are hopeful, we will now want to roll them all over across the different cities in Uganda. Your Excellency, in line with your vision, youth, Muni University has established a skilling program through currently 21 short courses, which will take 4 to 8 weeks. Through this program, we aim to skill more than 10,000 young Ugandans with practical courses. Your Excellency, with only 5 billion shilling support from you, we shall be able to skill these 10,000 youths every year, which is as per your vision. Your Excellency, Muni University is known for putting to right use whatever little resources is offered to her. As seen by the numerous buildings at the university, which were constructed at only 13 billion Ugandan shillings. We would like to request that the 2016 presidential pledge of 15 billion towards infrastructure development is fulfilled. This will do a lot in building a number of infrastructure within the university. And we want to promise that as we have done before, that 15 billion we will put it into good use, and you will see a number of buildings like you've seen today. Your Excellency, the people of this region have since the inception of the university requested for establishment of a medical school at Muni University. This aspiration is also one of the key establishment objectives of Muni University. Management has concluded the academic program development process. I now appeal to government of Uganda to support Muni University
in actualizing this establishment objective and the people's immediate aspiration for a medical school at Muni University. Once we set up this medical school, Your Excellency, West Nile region currently has 2 regional referral hospitals. It is actually the only region which has 2 regional referral hospitals. With that, where will the human resource come from? They will come from the medical school here. Your Excellency, in order to reduce the burden on government of Uganda, Muni University Council has operationalized Muni Investment Company. This is a limited liability company owned 100% by Muni University. We have operationalized this company, and we are looking at being able to raise internal resources for Muni University. With that, we will be able to reduce the financial burden on the central government. Your Excellency, we therefore would like to appeal for capitalization of this company. That way, within a very, very short time, we will be able to reduce the burden from the central government. Our target with this company is that 80% of our budget need in Muni should be met through this company. So within a very short time, we will be able to only need 20% from government of Uganda. We therefore request for approximately 20 billion to capitalize this company. Your Excellency, as the VC had stated before, Barifa Forest has become a huge source of insecurity to our university community. Our students have many times complained about robbery and attempted rape in this forest here. In 2012, the municipal council came up with a degazettement plan to have Barifa degazetted as Nile Eco City, and as part of the project, 50 acres was allocated for Muni University to put other faculties like health sciences and technical science. I pray that this process of degazettement is completed. Otherwise, the cases of insecurity is increasing for our community in Muni University. I would therefore also like to appreciate Your Excellency for creating Muni University in this region. By establishing this university here, you have not only brought higher education services closer to West Nile, but also closer to the many other African countries neighboring West Nile region, like DRC, South Sudan, and to some extent, Central African Republic. We want to thank you, Excellency, for this. And in the same wise, we also want to thank our leaders during that time, especially our MPs during the formation of Muni University, who relentlessly pushed to ensure that is done. Among all the other MPs, I want to single out Honorable Atiku. May you stand up for recognition. He was one of the biggest driving force for Muni University in Parliament, and plus all other MPs during that time. I want to also appreciate the support from government of Uganda through the Minister of Education and Sports towards the growth of the university, under the able stewardship of the Minister of Education, Honorable Mama Janet Museveni. We have always received excellent guidance on the affairs pertaining to the university. We also want to thank the Minister of State, Honorable Moriko. You have always been with us. Thank you. I appreciate the Council, the Senate, management, staff, and students for their firm commitment and invaluable contribution to the growth of this university. Thank you very much. And I also want to applaud the Guild President, Her Excellency Caroline Barbara, and your team for the good working relationship between the students and the management. May it continue. Dear 2023 graduates, I have to say congratulations. May you clap for yourself. This is a huge milestone in an unending world you are coming into. This reminds me of 2004 when I did the same. So when I look back, I must say I have 19 years of things to tell you. The next 100 years, the next 100 days are going to be a very magical period for you. I say magical because that is the period when your neurons are starting to come to terms with the fact that you are now a grown-up. Take your time and relax. Do things you've ever wanted to do, like taking a tour. Go with friends, go and relax. Have fun. Believe me, that memory will give you smiles for a very long period of time. Use part of this magical period to reflect on where you're heading. The world out here is full of opportunities. However, many fail to see these opportunities. Use this period to have a positive mindset reconfiguration. Most of the opportunities will come veiled like problems. Develop the courage to unveil them. Learn how to use your privacy filters in all your social media accounts. You don't want to give the wrong impression to your prospective employers. The rule is, if someone is interested in you, he or she is bound to Facebook stalk you. So whatever you've been posting there, the employers will want to be seeing what you're doing. So have filters. Learn how to distinguish between battles worth fighting and those which are not worth fighting. Being able to do so will help you survive another day. Having this skill will be kinder to your skin in the long run. Less wrinkles, trust me on this. Be forgiving, not only for others, but also to yourself. Be kind. You will commit mistakes along the way, just like any other human being. Learn how to care for your bruised self in case you make a mistake. You are your own cheerleader when you get out here. Take care of yourself. What you do to your body will catch up with you when you reach your 40s. Remember Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. It does not only apply to objects, it applies to you too. Brand yourself. This will open a lot of opportunities for yourself. When you go out to look for jobs, how do you brand yourself? Put on some nice suit like you've put today. When you go to look for these jobs, have a well-crafted CV as you go out to look for these jobs. Polish your English when you write emails to look for jobs. The people you find, they send you application for a job. Then he starts, hi. That one, I just don't go ahead. Hi. I would like to. The two. I would like to. That one, you are not doing something good to yourself. There are a lot of opportunities, but know how to brand yourself. And above all, dream big, soar high, but fight for your dreams. No one will do it except you. Take heart in the knowledge that the possibilities are still endless in this rapidly shrinking world. I wish you success as you join the world of opportunities. Your Excellency, as an entrepreneur, I'll end my remarks here today with an enduring lesson from the business strategist, Sandras J. Phiri. He's the CEO and founder of Primary, a practical school for entrepreneurs, and the director of entrepreneurship development at Africa Trust Group. His lesson is encapsulated in a short story titled, "Are You Guarding a Concrete Slab?" As a military commander, Your Excellency, I'm going to tell you that story. The story goes, there was an army barracks that had on its duty roster 4 soldiers to guard at all times a concrete slab in front of the barracks. The soldiers changed shifts, guarding the slabs for many years. Different commanders came and went, and the tradition continued. Amongst the things he did was asking why. After many years, a new commander was assigned to the barracks. Amongst the things he did was asking why things were done the way they were. When he asked why the soldiers were guarding the slab, he was told, "We've always done it this way. It is our tradition. Our former commanders instructed us to do that." The commander was adamant on finding out why. He went to the archives to look for answers, and he came across a document that had the explanation. The document was very old. It had instructions written by one of the retired commanders who had even passed away. The new commander learned that over 80 years ago, the barracks wanted to build a platform where events could be performed. When the concrete slab was laid, wild animals walked over it at night before the concrete would dry. The soldiers would fix it the next morning, but when evening came, the same thing will happen. So the commander ordered that 4 soldiers should guard the concrete slab to allow it to dry. The following week, the commander was transferred to another post, and a new commander was brought in. The new commander found a routine and enforced it, and every commander that followed him did the same. 80 years later, the barracks continued guarding a concrete slab. On behalf of Muni University Council, and on behalf of the staff and students of Muni University, I hereby affirm this is the 5th university graduation and 2nd installation ceremony of the Chancellor of University, that the entire community of Muni University will take an attitude of the new commander of the barracks and not only complete the concrete slab that was laid here by our beloved predecessors, but also establish more concrete slabs in the fulfillment of objectives laid out